Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The DFS Galleria is attacked on the outside by copper wire thieves.
Also tonight, questions arise about the depths below around deep-sea mining.
And a local man is arrested for the sexual assault of a minor.
In sports, swimmers from China hit our local waters with big smiles.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Merry Christmas, everybody, from the Jotting Kizul Public Library, and make sure you enjoy your holidays, and we look forward to the future.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on December the 3rd from our studios high up on Capitol Hill.
Police have arrested a local man who they say befriended a minor online, and this then led to drugs and sexual assault. 32-year-old Ichitaro Dustin Faisal appeared in front of Judge Joseph Camacho in Superior Court this morning. Faisal is charged with sexual assault in the second degree and disturbing the peace. On May 31, 2025, police say a sexual assault case was reported by the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. The victim told police an in-person meeting took place after first becoming acquainted with Faisal in an online game. That in-person meeting started with a trip to a fast food restaurant and a cannabis shop. The victim told police the drug had a very strong effect, leaving the victim unable to speak or move, and according to the police report, there was a sexual assault that followed. Today in court, the judge orders for a public defender to be appointed to Faisal. Faisal is remanded back into DOC custody. Bail is set at $20,000. A preliminary hearing is scheduled on December 10.
Governor David Apatang says that the CNMI has received and executed its official notice award for the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program. The CNMI is apparently now just the second state or territory after Louisiana to have its broadband program approved. Ed Probst, the Office of Broadband Policy and Development.
This has been a challenging journey, but it's been made possible, of course, through the Office of the Governor and the community, the stakeholders, and everyone that's been working to get this moving. So yes, the great news that the press release that came out from the Office of the Governor was announcing that the BEAD final proposal is executed. It's ready to go, and right now we are in the stages of implementing it. And what this means is that every single home in the CNMI is going to have access to high-speed internet. And that's with 100 megabytes down and 20 megs up, at least that. Reduced latency speeds, and also it's a hardened, climate-resilient technology that's being utilized. So the subgrantee is IT&E, and they are going to be leading the way in terms of bearing the fiber throughout the villages. We have 20 different project-funded areas throughout the 3 islands, and almost 10,000 people will benefit from this. Almost 10,000 homes, and so this is right up to your doorstep. And the best thing about this all, what's really what makes us so happy, is that this is federally funded. It's 100% federally funded, and of course there are matching funds through the subgrantee. We're looking at through the partnership of about $51 million to deploy this, to have fiber for every single home. And so it's a very exciting time for us.
Does that mean $51 million circulated into the CNMI economy?
It's being invested here, yes. And that with that investment, of course, comes opportunities, jobs.
The estimate is to have the entire project completed within 4 years, with a start date beginning within the next 6 months.
We're excited to see that they have these opportunities. Of course, we here at Broadband can't promise any jobs, but again, these are special skills that were developed for those that that took the classes or the courses in this boot camp, the Governor's Broadband Boot Camp, and we look forward to seeing them hopefully look for work.
The CNMI is always looking to diversify the economy beyond its reliance on the tourism industry.
And that's the whole concept, like when we were talking about this digital economy, and it leads to so many different paths. And telehealth and telemedicine is one, cybersecurity, and there's so many different. We do have, at least that I know of, a couple of digital nomads, a few of them that are here. And they're very excited about this because, again, it opens up all the avenues for really pushing forward this digital economy that we'll be able to actually support now.
The luxury retailer DFS, which closed its Galleria earlier this year, has now been shoplifted from the outside. The stealers weren't after gold or silver, though. They were after copper wire. 2 have been arrested. 1 man is still at large. Police have asked for help in locating Christopher Hiroaki, a suspect still at large. Ramon Camacho, aged 40, and John Jones, 42, arrived for their bail hearings this morning. They, along with the operator of a blue Kia Sportage, are accused of stealing approximately 50 to 60 feet of copper wire with an estimated value of $4,000 cut from a generator on the rooftop of the former T Galleria. On the afternoon of November 29th, officers respond to DFS guards who report a suspicious blue Kia Sportage parked behind DFS. According to the police, the guard claims to have detained the alleged perpetrators in possession of stolen copper wire before they ran from the Kia and fled across the street to hide on the property of the Plumeria Steakhouse. Police found the 2 suspects there and report that they both admitted to stealing the copper wire and then showed them the generator where they took the wire from. The police say the alleged perpetrators' explanation for their actions was needing money for food. Each of the defendants are being held on a $15,000 bail and have been remanded back into custody. They will be arraigned on December the 15th. The alleged driver of the vehicle, Christopher Hiroaki, is still at large. Police are asking for your help in locating the suspect. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you can call 911 or Crime Stoppers.
How could deep-sea mining in nearby waters affect our ecosystem and region? A local ocean conservationist says there is a lot of unknowns and a lot of concerns. The Northern Mariana Islands is currently undergoing a request for information process through the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management for the potential leasing of the Outer Continental Shelf offshore the CNMI. The RFI process is the initial step in BOEM's regulatory pathway, which they say is an effort to further President Trump's directives. In April this year, the president issued Executive Order 14285, unleashing America's offshore critical minerals and resources, which call for the rapid development of domestic capabilities for the exploration, characterization, collection, and processing of seabed mineral resources through streamlined permitting without compromising environmental and transparency standards. From the Northern Marianas College, Kelsey McClellan says the lease block area is within the federal exclusive economic zone.
The CNMI has local jurisdiction over waters between our high water line and 3 nautical miles out. Anything after 3 nautical miles for another 200 miles is federal waters. So technically, the request for information is in federally managed waters. But it is right up against the Marianas Trench Marine National Monument.
She explained several ways deep-sea mining occurs, from the extraction of polymetallic nodules and ferromanganese crusts or cobalt-rich crusts to deep-sea mud mining. She says part of the mining process includes a separation of minerals and water, where water is put back into the water column in the dewater process.
What one concern for a lot of fishermen is how is the sediment, these sediment plumes that are put in the midwater column where a ton of our pelagics live, how's that going to impact our pelagic species?
Although the potential seabed mining is slated in federal jurisdiction, she highlights that the ocean is all connected.
The currents predominantly run east to west right now. And so even if that sediment plume is occurring in the lease mining area, we'll still see the plumage going across the water column. So it could potentially impact our fishing waters closer to home.
McClellan says economic benefits could be on the table if written in the agreement.
Without discussing, how critical of an economic time we're in right now with our tourism industry declining, so we're looking for other industries. And so I think that this kind of lights people up because they're like, oh, potentially this could be economically viable or an economic solution. But unfortunately, because of the territorial jurisdiction, because it is in federal waters, right now as it stands, the CNMI does not stand to benefit any revenue from BOEM leasing this land.
As of now, the deadline to submit public comments is still set for December 12.
A component of this is very little is known about the deep sea, and what we don't know, it's hard to say, how much damage this could potentially cause, and is the economic potential worth it?
Coming up, discussions on the Marianas and geopolitical position it's in.
And a Christmas tree lighting with music to follow. The island gets into the holiday spirit. More news is next.
Big holiday greetings to my family.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year for family and friends back home here in Sapa.
Trust between service provider and customer is important because it forms the foundation for a long-term positive relationship. Trust influences everything from customer satisfaction to loyalty to community relationships.
Customers provide feedback on the services they receive from us, and their experience is our success.
I recommend Docomo Pacific to a lot of people, especially if you game. If you're like me, who live basically around the internet, they really, Docomo does really care for those who are their customers.
Honestly, from where I work at, I'm a customer service, and customer service is big for me, and they meet our expectations.
One of the positives of being a Docomo customer is the service. For us as a restaurant, we focus a lot on customer service, and it's nice to see, Docomo doing the same thing.
It's clear that they've been working to deliver more value for local businesses like ours. When their internet works consistently, it fades into the background, and that's how it should be.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license, and we'll even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam, because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Marianas Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Marianas Trekking, 25 years, local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here. This Christmas, give the gift that keeps on giving: health, strength, and confidence. Gold's Gym Saipan gift certificates are the perfect present for anyone on your list, friends, family, or even yourself. From memberships to personal training sessions, it's a gift that inspires a stronger, happier new year. Stop by Gold's Gym Saipan today and make this Christmas the start of someone's fitness journey.
Welcome back. You are watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Former Guam Delegate and former UOG President Robert Underwood talks about the rise of China in the Western Pacific.
Well, in 10 years, everybody sort of acknowledges that China will be stronger economically than the United States is today. In 10 years, that's a real deal.
Robert Underwood served as the Guam delegate to the U.S. Congress in the late 90s. He played an active role in U.S. Department of Defense authorization bills and was an advocate for political development for insular areas. He emphasizes the importance of Guam and the Asia-Pacific region in national strategic policy and has over the years worked to enhance the benefits of military personnel, especially those in Guard and Reserve units. With the Mariana Islands continuing to play a role in America's influence and labeled the tip of the spear, Underwood talks about the shifting roles of the United States and China now and in the near future.
So the U.S. response is entirely military. The only way that we're going to get to compete with China is to kind of puff up our military activity to kind of dissuade them from acting militarily. But in the meantime, they're eating America's lunch in trade. They're eating America's lunch in diplomacy.
Underwood was also president of UOG from 2008 to 2018 and continues to look at regional cooperation and competition. Underwood has helped release a comprehensive mapping tool that tracks how the United States allegedly is transforming Micronesia into a dispersed military network as tensions with China reshape the region's strategic role.
China is now a bigger contributor to the United Nations than the United States. So what does that look like in 10 years or 20 years?
When you leave one tropical island and arrive on another, is it not deja vu all over again? Well, but we do see one gentleman in two stories from two islands in the same newscast on the same day. Welcome to Saipan. At Saipan International, arriving passenger Robert Underwood is from our sister island of Guam. He's here for a few days visiting with some friends.
Saipan has so much to recommend it, and it's not just a beautiful place, it feels like home to me.
There are differences and similarities between islands.
Well, obviously Chamorro culture, but more the kind of the ambience, the feeling of being connected, of being concerned about others, and kind of trying to capture that sense of community that has broken down a little bit in Guam, but it's still there.
And is there anything else you'd like to say, sir?
No, I wish everybody here in Saipan, I always grew up saying Saipan, but just it's a wonderful place, and thank you for hosting people from Guam.
Troy Trimmer is a major in the Salvation Army.
Here to do some business, to look at our Saipan operation, to talk to Tinian and Rhoda about possible food expansion and food security programming.
And how long has the Salvation Army been in the islands?
Wow, we've been in this region for about 35 years. Salvation Army has been in existence for 160, and in Guam it'll be 33 years, and Saipan branched off of our ministry there in Guam.
And you guys are from the main office in Guam?
No, actually my wife and I are from Honolulu, so we oversee all of Hawaii, the Pacific Islands, so Republic of Marshall Islands, Mariana Islands, Guam, and the Federated States of Micronesia.
And how have your operations been in the past few years?
Good. I mean, really good. Obviously there's always people in need, and so depending upon, what you do. Here they do a lot of food security programs here in Saipan, and so Envoy Wayne and Annie, they do a lot of feeding, and that the need never goes away, right? It continues to grow. So that's why we're looking at Rhoda and Tinian as well as possible food expansion, food security programs over there. Now we love Saipan. It's a beautiful day today, not too humid. That's amazing. It's been a long time since I've been here that I wasn't sweating as soon as I came out the airport. So it's going to be a great day, and really looking forward to seeing, how we can be of greater assistance in this community.
Our different islands are made up of, yes, water and sand, flowers and fruit trees, and, yes, ambiance, created by the people who live and visit. Welcome to Saipan.
A public notice from the CNMI Bureau of Military Affairs says the United States military will be conducting low-altitude training flights tomorrow and Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The flights are said to originate from Guam and operate at 1,000 feet or below, primarily offshore to practice Christmas drop training runs. There are no planned landings in the CNMI and no actual package parachute drops scheduled during this period.
It's Christmas already. Last night at the Marianas Resort, a tree lighting ceremony complete with rhythm and harmony.
The Marianas Resort's 2025 Christmas tree lighting with Marianas High School's Rhythm and Harmony, 3 beauty queens and 2 married tourists in a pear tree. A Saipan Minute.
Christ is born in Bethlehem heart. The herald angels sing glory to the newborn. Hark the herald, hark the herald, hark the herald, yes. Oh, hark the herald, angels sing. Hark the herald, angels sing.
Coming up in sports, swimmers from China make a splash in Saipan waters. Stay tuned.
The king is back like prodigal. I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm on the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time.
Saipan, get ready to swing. Ocean Drive Golf on Middle Road is open and bringing big fun to the island. Click this QR code and reserve your session today. Try our state-of-the-art golf simulator. See your distance, shot shape, club head speed, and more. It's everything you need to level up your game. Book simulator time for as low as $25 an hour, or rent the whole simulator for your crew and practice or play a course together. Want to really improve your swing? Book a lesson for yourself or a loved one. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Ocean Drive Golf above Hoffa Bean Coffee on Middle Road. Ocean Drive Golf, your best shot starts here.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventures calling from Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has a perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out our off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for our NMI residents, after you ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Sports tourism brings in swimmers from China. MVA says it could become bigger if the momentum builds and continues. 48 swimmers from the Guangzhou Tiani Swimming Association launch into the Saipan waters in the first series of Swim in the Marianas with the Marianas Visitors Authority.
We hope that you are also learning about our rich history of our islands, as well as the cultures of our Chamorro and Carolinian people. And we hope that you enjoy the beautiful, warm, crystal clear waters that we have.
MVA Managing Director Jamaica Tyron says this event had challenges that made it months in the making.
In May, we started this discussion, but unfortunately we couldn't do anything at that time because the EVS tap was halted. It stopped. They stopped processing it in April. And so they waited up until, the EVS tap got reinstated and the flights from Hong Kong got reinstated. And then that's when they started to plan this event.
The swim course is from buoy to buoy.
They're going to swim starting from right here at Crown Plaza out toward the reef and then back. And in total, it's about 3 kilometers.
No whistles or announcement of the race start, just a quick group photo and they're off. MVA's Sherman Santos says it's not about swim time or medals or accolades.
It's just a friendly swim event. No first, second, or third. It's not a competition or a race. Just a leisurely swim enjoying our clear waters and beaches.
As the tide comes in, Caleb Leung from Crown Plaza and Resort.
Here in the CNMI, or in particular Saipan, pristine beaches, beautiful oceans. I for myself swim, so I actually wanted to participate in this event, but I'll save it for next time. Sorry, no water.
MVA hopes to grow the event with the next swim event scheduled later this month.
These groups, actually, there's already a group of around 20 that are expected to come in around December 14th. And so we hope to make it a regular event, maybe monthly, because the flights are limited. We can't really welcome as big of a group as they're used to traveling with. So if we break it down to smaller groups, I think that'll be really nice.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be only partly cloudy with a mere 10% chance of isolated showers. Mild southeast breezes and low temperatures of around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, is forecast to be a beautiful day with lots of sunshine, only a 10% chance of isolated rainfall, with high temperatures of 87 degrees in the day and 79 degrees of lows in the evening hours. The sun has set at 5:45 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:29 a.m. And if you happen to see a group of orange buoys floating around in the Philippine Sea, it might be some of our guest swimmers from China, and not the group of escaped pumpkins still on the run from Herman's Thanksgiving Bakery. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We'll see you again on Friday.